Hello, this is Arcades, and welcome to a bit of a update video here on Stormworks Build and Rescue. This one should be quick. We got a nice little small update from the devs. Yeah, if you've seen my video before with the rope detach, well, guess what? It's a little bit of a continuation for that. So, yeah. Hope you like what you watch. Hope you enjoy what you see. If you do, remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, tell me what you think. Helps out the channel immensely, and yeah, let's take a look at this. Okay, so there's a few things I want to cover, but the big one is, the big one, well, depending on who you are, added feature is they added being able to cut the ropes with the End-effector. And there's definitely some things you need to watch out for. So, from what I can tell, you have to actually touch the actual anchor to break the rope. I need to double check a few things, but the thing is, if it's already on when you go to touch the end, it's not going to do anything. Now, if you hit it after it started touching it, whoops, like that, it'll break the rope. In that manner. So, yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Let me, okay, so I re-rigged up the example. As you can see, the end effector is touching where the graphic of the rope is. And I also have this down here. So, if it was to work correctly, when I go to hit the button, both of them would snap. But if it doesn't work, well, as you can see, just the bottom one broke. This one did not. And just so you see, it does work. It is connected to that button. So, yeah, pretty straightforward. So just get them up there. They have to hit the rope base, and it will activate the end effect, or activate the breakage. Yeah. Now, yeah. So as a part of the update, they released. They did some other fixes. We got feature end effectors now cut ropes that we just looked at. Changed grass to snow for Christmas. They showed that in their picture. Now this one I actually want to look up. Updated heat rate based on volume for heaters inside of compartments. This is actually relative to something I'm working on. I'm still working, if you've seen one of my previous videos, I'm working on fixing my distillery. And that is one of the things I'm messing with. And from the first thing, it's actually pretty nice. Rework. Identical notifications now snack. I'm assuming this is in the build editor. I think I know what they're talking about. And fix the few of these, you know, like debuff icon, rendering, stacking, map center revealing its same start. I just started a new game, career mode on my stream, and I noticed that fluid cannon pressure issues, fluid hoses clogging. That might be relevant at my new distillery. I will have to check that out. Server-side workbench interaction for static vehicles. And fix static behavior for add-on spawn groups. Jet engine turbojets applying force in space. In other words, they didn't want that. And steam pistons that base their power on steam pressure instead of volume. I definitely need to research that one. That's not going to be a quick video edit. Okay, so let me pull out my distillery and we'll take a look at that reheating. Alright, as you can see, I've got my distillery up there right now. It has been running the entire time I was setting up that example, so it should be cooking some diesel right now. Yep, see? It is cooking along just nicely. Both tanks are up to temperature. But the distillation tank is the main one I want to work. And pressures are sitting right where they need to be. Yeah. Anyway, so now let's see how long. I'm working on alternate methods for the line, so yeah. I'm still in the middle of fixing this thing. So first thing they said is they fixed the static behavior. Look! I don't have to do the stupid block to return this. So that's finally fixed. There we go. Okay. So let's see. They were talking about the warning notification, so I should have a few here. Think these possibly? Yeah, electric not connected, missing on and off. So they're stacking up on these notifications. Everything that's not working. However, seems you got to be visible of that block still to some degree. So you got to find where it's at. Electric not connected. Oh, yeah, because I don't have that being used. But yeah. Okay, so that was the other thing they said they had needed. So those editor warnings are probably a lot more useful now because you can see what all needs to be fixed and not just the one thing. Alright, let's respawn this. Now, I got infinite electric on, so I really don't need to do this. I'm just doing this out of habit. And we get our furnaces going. Now, this is the distillation tank. That's the bulk tank. Now, the distillation tank is a much smaller tank, only 9,000 liters, 9 to 10,000 liters, with 3 furnaces in it. We're already up to 120, just in time took me to say that. This is one tank at 70,000 plus liters. We're at 100 there. Now, I did a previous video where I was talking about how I was fixing the refinery, and I was mentioned about how the pressure was affecting the flow. These two tanks actually had a pretty similar heating rate. This one was still slower because it was one, but it seems now the volume of the tanks are making a huge difference because if I come over here, there are 2 tanks in this. This is the distillation tank overall. This tank right here, this container area is just under 10,000 liters, and this is my distillation tank. You see 3 heaters, and not very big. And then this is the bulk storage. It does have a heater in it, and I explained the reasons why in the other video, but it does have it in here, and it does heat up. But now, as you saw, it's way faster. It is, or the smaller tank is way faster. So, I'd say that's definitely something interesting. I don't know, the far-reaching effects of what this will do overall, but, for this application alone is already a big difference. And, it does, that tank does heat up significantly faster. I was already converting the stuff here. This got up to 300 by the time this even got up to 200 in the test before I started making this video. And so, yeah, so it looks like they're trying to get this stuff rounded up. Plus a few other things. And then they said they fixed some of the clogging. I had issues with this. So let's see how this goes. And this should give a big outburst because that's under pressure. Eee! I mean, the stream goes out farther than I can take the camera out. So, yeah. I didn't realize it was really that effing far. But that's just for the initial burst. Once it, lets this burst out. Okay, so the pressure has died out. Okay, yeah, they must have definitely fixed the pressure issue with the hoses. Because it would normally just fall limp and, come down to, right here. But now it's shooting out there pretty dang far. That's some sizable distance. Definitely better than what it was before, so yeah. However, that burst consumes so much water. Yeah, so I'm looking into testing what those changes did to some of the other systems. If you see, I've already made some changes on this rig, but yeah. So yeah, they fix the bench, fix the hoses, get some of that stuff wrangled up. They added the cutting mechanism to the end-effector, and the heat rate based on volume with the, with the heating from a heat source in a compartment. So, yeah. So, hope you like what you watch. Hope you enjoy what you saw. If you do, you know the deal, you know the spiel. This is Arcades, signing out. Have yourself a good day. Whoops, wrong buttons. Okay. Whee! Okay.